are.
Ang birthday shoot. Sa mga kuhang larawan ng photographer na si BJ Pascual, suot ni Julia ang isang kulay silver na bodysuit kung saan kapansin-pansin ang kaseksihan nito talaga naman. Lalo pang lumitaw ang kagandahan ng aktres sa kanyang blood bomb na hairstyle. Binati naman siya ng kanyang boyfriend na si Gerald Anderson na nagdiwang Napolisana ng kanyang 33rd birthday nitong March 7. Nakasaad po sa sweet birthday message ni Gerald. Liga lang ha. Ang this day in 1997, God sent us an angel. Happy birthday, baby. Sana all. Sinagot naman ito ni Julia ng thank you, my love. I love life with you. Sana all pa rin.
Birthday, Julia.
Updates at inside stories sa iba't ibang sports. Ito ang Real Sports. Real Sports ni Anthony Suntay.
Make your dream trips come true. Drive your Photon Traveler XL this 2022. Kasya ang buong pamilya. Kahit isama pa si Lola at Lola, Tito, Tita, may extra space pa for social distancing. Available with cash discounts as big as 200K. Photon Traveler XL 19-seater. Tatak Photon para sa bayan. For inquiries, call 0999-999-9998. Per DTI Fair Trade Permit Number FTB 135240 Series of 2022.
Anong oras na? Nasa traffic ka pa rin ba?
Ubus na ang pasensya, ubus pa ang gasolina.
Mag-move on ka na!
Tara na sa Clean Fuel dahil dito, may forever.
Forever na mura, forever quality pa!
Sigurado ka sa Euro 4 diesel, 91 at 95 octane gasoline at auto LPG rin.
Kaya panatag ka kahit maipit sa mahabang traffic.
Panalo ka dahil garantisadong produkto, mahusay pa ang serbisyo.
Umiwas sa mataas na presyo sa Clean Fuel, mag-move on ka na!
Clean Fuel, quality fuel for less.
Alright, tanggap tayo ng update sa huling bugsuho ng PBA Governor's Camp. Anthony!
Gandang umaga, Drew. Tama yung sinabi mo, huling bugso na talaga ito dahil huling elimination round games actually, elimination day, ang gaganapin mamaya sa Smart Arena na Coliseum. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Phoenix Super LPG Fuel Masters, ang kanilang kalaban ng Meralco Bolts. At 6 in the evening, ang huling laban ng elimination round, Northport Batang Pier ilalaban sa TNT Tropang Giga. At mamaya, pagkatapos ng dalawang laban na yun, malalaman na natin kung sino ang pasok, sino ang tanggal, sino na sa top 4. At yung top 4 syempre ay may twice to beat advantage. Ito, galing sa kaibigan ko, si Kinito Henson. Ito yung mga posibleng senaryo. Ang sabi ni Kinito sa akin kahapon, kung manalo ang Meralco laban sa Phoenix, yung Meralco Bolts will take the number 4 position. Kung TNT, tinalo nila yung Northport, sila ay magkakaroon ng number 3 spot at sila ay may twice to beat advantage. Ngayon, kung nanalo man ang Phoenix, tanggal yung Meralco out of the top 4. That means, pasok sila sa quarterfinals pero may twice to beat disadvantage sila. Ngayon, sabi ni Kinito, if Northport and Phoenix win, TNT magiging number 4, but if Meralco and Northport win, itong TNT magiging number 5. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung TNT ang mawawala doon sa top 4. So, ngayon, sila naman na may twice to beat disadvantage. Kaya talagang, sabi niya, asahan nyo na yung Meralco Bolts at ang TNT talaga magpapakamatay para sa mga panalo mamaya para sila ang pasok doon sa top 4.
Alright, thank you, Anthony.
Have a good day, everybody. Para sa Real Sports, ito po, si Anthony Suntay.
Puso Pilipinas is a movement to celebrate the Filipino athlete, powered by Smart. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Get a chance to win exclusive Puso Pilipinas merch by sharing their Facebook page in your social media accounts with hashtag Puso Pilipinas.
Real Sports ni Anthony Suntay sa DWIZ 882.
Sumayin niyo po ang isa pang edisyon ng IC Balita Nationwide. Dito pa rin po, siyempre, sa DWIC may todong lakas.
Balitang sigurado.
Tapat na serbisyo.
Sa komentaryo, numero 1.
At sa ngalan po ng buong tropa ng DWIC, kami po inyong mga naging tagapaghatid balita.
Ako po si Joanna Luna.
Ako po naman ang inyong lingkod, Judith Estrada Larino.
Ito naman po, si Drew Nasino. Happy weekend!
Ano ba yan ang susunod na ang programang Karambola? Kasama sina Atty. Trixie Cruz Angeles, Boss Conrad Banal, at Congressman Jonathan De La Cruz.
IZ Balita, IZ Balita Nationwide.
Kailangan yung minimum na sahod, maabot niya yung decent living standards, mabigay niya yung katumbas ng
para sa kapayapaan.
ng mga manggagawa,
Ina
at
ng
higit sa
lahat
lahat,
ng mga bansa.
naibsan yung mga nararanasan ng
Panginoong
mamamayan.
Hesukristo, Anak ng Ama, ipadala mo ngayon ang iyong Espiritu sa sangkalupaan. Loobin mong manahan ang Espiritu Santo sa puso at diwa ng lahat ng mga bansa nang mapangalagaan sila at mailigtas sa panghihinawa, kasawi ang palad at salot ng digmaan. Nawa ang ina ng lahat ng mga bansa, ang mahal na Birheng Maria, ay aming maging tagapagsanggalang. Panalangin para sa kapayapaan.
The Trade Union Congress of the Philippines is also set to submit a separate petition to the Wage Board next week.
Ito ang himpilang may todong lakas. DWIZ 882, ang tunay na tagapaghatid ng mga balitang sigurado, tapat na serbisyo, at mga komentaryong numero 1.
Nakatulog pa sa kasalukuyan. Sa Hunyo pa po magtatapos ang inyong tungkulin.
Salamat. Nagyaya ka na ulit.
Salamat. Saksyon naman kayo.
May kurban na nagtalo sa amin. Salamat. May bago tayong tropa. Salamat. Tayo ay buhay pa. Salamat sa primera life na linatikman. Primera klase ang primera life tinuha. Salamat, free!
Drink responsibly. Ang programang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Petron. Petron knows you deserve only the best. Karambola sa DWIC. Programang sasaguhin ang iba't ibang isyu at mga balita. Karambola sa DWIC. Tatalakayin, hihimayin at pagtatalunan ang iba't ibang mga isyu. Karambola sa DWIC. Programang pwede kang mag-research Renaw. Pwede ka rin mas-run. At ngayon, narito na ang inyong mga karambulista at ang programa Karambola sa DWIC.
Every Friday, most of the churchgoers and vendors who got vaccinated said they hardly have time to visit a vaccination site.
Magandang pagkakataon ngayon, kaya sinamantala naman. Malaking tulong kasi hindi na kayo
Gising sa umaga kasabay ng almusal, nakatutok sa programang may kabuluhan. Walang paligoy-ligoy, diretso na sa punto. Walang peke dito, totoong balita lamang. Astig na pananaw at malayang pamamahayag. Nag-uulat, hinihimay ang mga issue. Mga kababayan, ang inyong karambulista. Jonathan De La Cruz at si Conrad Banal.
1.5 million adolescents and children remain unvaccinated, while over 5 million adults here are due for booster. Vaccinations also continue in cinemas and made available in workplaces like call center companies. Health workers from the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines serve as vaccinators. Clinics are also offering COVID-19 vaccines for free. health workers in Barangay Horseshoe, Quezon City, did house-to-house vaccination. But this plan didn't push through in other provinces.
Because meron tayong low pressure area sa other regions. Nakita natin na may mga lugar na pinapakamat may mga lugar na umulan.
Chavez says it's too early to talk about alert level 0. Focus should still be more on further lowering infections and increasing our protection against the coronavirus. Kathleen Wong, CNN Philippines.
Beginning next month, the country will open its doors to all foreign tourists, including partnerships with the Agency Task Force for Emerging Infectious Diseases has decided to reduce the arrival quota for non-vaccinated passengers in all ports of entry. They will need to present a negative RT-PCR test taken 12 hours before departure from origin or a negative antigen test taken 24 hours
Magandang umaga. Welcome to Karambola. Kasama sa Impilan, Conrad Banal. Ako po si Trixie Cruz Angeles. DZKI text line is 0999-376-6768. Ulitin po natin, 0999-376-6768. We're also on Facebook Live and YouTube live streaming. Huwag po kakalimutan, like, share, follow, and subscribe sa DZKI 882 AM. We're also on Luminous by Trixie Cruz Angeles and Ahmed Paglinawan on Facebook and YouTube. Huwag po kakalimutan, follow, and subscribe. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga! Masaya na!
Masaya nga na.
Tatanggalin na raw yung campaign permit.
Permit to campaign.
Permit to campaign.
Yeah.
Kasi meron silang tinatawag na election
parang ano lang, parang
coordinating committee. Okay? Ganito yan. Ang sabi ng COMELEC, pag mangangampanya ka, hihingi ka ng permit. So, halimbawa, kayo swing. Ano ba tawag niya swing? 2 region. Titirahin nyo. Lalo na sa Mindanao. Tikit yan eh. Pwede nyong gawin. Doon sa unang region, may regional council, campaign coordinating committee ang COMELEC. Hihingi kayong permit doon. Sa susunod na region, hihingi ulit kayo ng permit. Ngayon, biglang may nag-request, dumaan na kayo dito. Paano yun? Hindi kasama yun. Kasi nakahingi na kayo ng permit doon sa
nang sa ganon, pwedeng intrigahin yung kandidato na yun. Nagka-cancel.
Nag-cancel po ng appointment.
Good morning, Boss Jonat.
Ang ating nag-swing sa Cebu. In Legazpi. Marami ba sibuyas? Sibuyas. Yung sibuyas na pula.
Sibuyas Tagalog.
Pag marami kasing kanya, isang tambak, sibuyas na pula. Tapos kukunan mo.
Parang
rally. Ng mga rally ng mga lobo.
Meron akong dalang utap sa inyo.
Ay, salamat.
Ito naman.
Buti ko nang tanongin. Buti na lang.
Sinabi ko naman, huwag ka na magdadala ng
utap. Okay lang naman kung ayaw mo, boss.
Tanggal na raw yung permit, parang Jonat.
Hindi na kailangan.
George Garcia. Ang hihintayin na lang natin ang memo. Napaka-tedious nga naman.
At saka violation, freedom of speech yan. Ibig mo sabihin, pwede nilang i-deny?
No stopping for Russia's 16
Kasi
days in deadly war with Ukraine.
Yan na talaga. Unconstitutional na siya.
Questionin mo.
You can regulate time, date, place.
Ang problema doon, kung nagsiswing ka nga di ba? You take advantage. Pag may nag-imbata ba sa'yo, you don't take advantage of it?
Kaya nga.
Ikaw ang may kailangan. Meron na nga lumalapit na nga yung palay sa manok. Hindi mo patutukain.
Parang iba yung naiisip ko sa mga ganyan. Pero sige.
Ikaw talaga.
Ibang kandidato yung naiisip ko pag ganyan.
Let's dress to. Kasama natin dito sa radio. Hindi ba? Lumalapit na nga yung siya na nga sagot lahat. May parali siya dito para sa'yo. Kasi magkakaroon din siya doon ng konting gain. Dahil kung sikat yung kandidato at alam niya sinusuporta ng maraming tao doon sa lugar niya, imbitahin niya, magrarally sila, and therefore gaganda din yung kanyang standing. Boosted
Yun
siya.
ang booster doon.
Kumaga sa Facebook.
Kumaga sa Facebook booster.
Hindi nahinga ng permit.
Patay.
Wala na yun, di ba? Yun ho ang hindi maganda doon sa... At ano ba yung dahilan ng permit ng COMELEC? Para sila para silang umaas ng IAC.
Meron silang scientific basis.
Meron ba?
Meron. Ano kaya? Ang scientific basis nila, sa tingin nila.
Tingin ng COMELEC.
It is possible. It can be argued.
Baka dumami ang COVID. Magzi-zero level na nga tayo.
Ibig mo sabihin magandang response na ginawa ng administration Duterte?
Mali. Hindi po. Sabi ni Leni Robredo mahina daw. Mahina ang response na ginawa ng...
Hindi sana nangyari lahat yung mga yan. Kung maganda response.
Magzi-zero level na tayo habang rumaragasa sa Vietnam and other ASEAN countries. And South Korea and Hong Kong. Okay, taas po ng mga cases nila. To the point na magbibili na nga tayo ng vaccine.
Okay.
Magsasakripisyo tayong konti, tutulungan natin sila, bibigyan natin sila.
Tayo nang bibigay ng vaccine?
Yung may mga naka-imbak tayo
Baka masira lang.
Baka masira lang. Ibigay na muna natin sa kanila. Tama din yun.
Tama rin yun.
They must free themselves from any political
Ngayon,
protection.
Jonat, ewan ko, ano tingin mo dito? Alam niyo naman siguro yung NAMPREL. Naalala niyo ba yung NAMPREL? Noong panahon ni Marcos.
Newly appointed COMELEC Chairman Saidamen Pangarungan as well as Commissioners George Garcia and Amy Neri
ginamit para maging
tagabantay.
If there are doubts about the credibility and
hindi
independence
para
of these officials,
mang-udyok.
public may ask them to inhibit
Rabble rousing, hindi naman.
Wala pa at that time.
Commissioner Garcia had already
1986. Yan. Ngayon ho, biglang may rebirth ng
on the
NAMPREL.
campaign trail,
Rebirth
Manila
of
Mayor
the
Isko
NAMPREL.
Moreno visited
Baga,
Nueva
parang
Ecija,
Lazarus
where he alluded to two of his rivals.
Namatay,
He questioned the
nabuhay na
revelation
muli,
that Bongbong
binuhay
Marcos
muli.
decided to run for president
At ngayon,
while watching the
umaangal
Marvel movie Ant-Man,
ang NAMPREL.
pointing out the story was
Maangal
about
sa
a
COMELEC.
thief. Moreno also took a
Bakit
swipe
daw
at the term nasa
hindi sila pinayagang mag-monitor ng printing ng balota?
2016 campaign slogan. For Moreno, the
Yan
slogan
na.
seems to
Yun
look
yung
down
ano.
Saka
on
other election.
Marcos and Robredo have
Pati
yet to
daw yung
respond
warehouse sa Laguna kung nasaan yung
Senator Pilacson lashing out at the Robredo
machines.
camp for allegedly
Yung
misinformation about him as he insists he did not
counting machines. Counting machines. ATMs.
In
Ano ba
Zambales,
ginagawa
Lacson
doon?
said her camp
Sowing
should not
doubt.
spread fake
Yun
news.
na nga
It also
Nagtatanim
defies
na
being
po
the victim
to
of disinformation.
ng duda
sa electoral process.
Electoral
Barry Gutierrez
process.
said red tagging masked as
Mangal.
concern is a quote.
Dati
new
raw,
law. In response to Lacson's
pinapabayaan
statement that he is concerned
mag-inspeksyon
about the supposed
ng
alliance
balota.
between Robredo's side
Printing ng
and
balota.
communist groups.
Mahina
Thousands
kayo.
of
Bakit noong
supporters
2016
welcomed
may
Robredo and her running
overprinting?
mate, Kiko Pangilinan,
Kung nakapag-inspeksyon
province of
kayo,
Negros
hindi nyo
Occidental.
nakita.
Robredo dropped
Kaya ba
by
hindi nyo
the
nakita
Philippine
dahil
Republic,
kakampi nyo?
Himamaylan,
Yan.
Ganun ba yun?
Ngayon nakikita nyo na.
Ngayon, hindi sila
internet access to students.
makapag-inspeksyon.
Robredo won by around
Hindi raw pumayag
600,000
ng
votes
COMELEC.
against
Ayan.
Marcos in Negros Occidental during the 2016.
So sowing doubt na
Yung
sila.
extra rice noong
Mayor Sara
2016.
Duterte campaign in the province of Laguna
Yung mga
again.
ganyan ho,
Laguna Governor
nakikita
and
natin
supporter
yung
Ramil
trend eh.
Hernandez accompanied the
Kumaga
Tanang
basang-basa na
Senator
ng taong bayan
Marcos
yan.
won more votes against Robredo in
Na
Laguna
ganyan na,
during the
di ba?
2016
Yung ang binabakbakan nila yung surveys. Ano daw yan? Tawag nito yung trending. Para lang maipakita, para ma-justify yung daya. Kailangan manalo sa survey ngayon. Kasi yung huling-huli ni Lilo, 60% plus na si BBM, 17% si Lenny. Yung January, February, ano niya, survey
and
niya,
help ease
60
traffic congestion,
plus.
save on fuel,
Ang sinasabi ng mga analyst po, yan yung sa ngayon.
Labor leader
So, noong Febrero pa yun. Alam niyo naman ang trend dito sa atin ng eleksyon, yung bandwagon. Kapag nakitang panalo itong kandidatong ito, aba, ang dami na sumasali ron. Yung sinasabi hong phenomenon na bandwagon effect. At hindi lamang sa eleksyon yan. Hindi ba? Maski sa ibang bagay, merong bandwagon effect. Artista, pelikula, okay? Yung mga produkto. Bakit ba biglang nagkakaroon na sisikat ang isang produkto? Tapos biglang mawawala. Flash in the pan. Yun ang tawag doon, bandwagon effect. So yung darating na eleksyon, hindi pa kasama yung bandwagon effect doon sa 60% na sinasabi ng Lilo Research. Okay? So, paano nilang malalabanan yan? Siyempre, lalabas ka ngayon na hindi credible ang survey. Pinefake lang, bayad yung survey na yan. Pinefake lang para maset yung trend, para ma-justify yung daya. Yun ang storyline. Yun ang storyline. So, makikita natin sa kanilang mga kilos na mukhang ganun ang plano. So, kung yung mga ibang kumakandidato, halimbawa, BBM, halimbawa si Boy Casino, halimbawa si Manny Pacquiao at si Ping Lacson. Okay?
Noong 1986
na mag-walk out
yung mga
At hindi naman Comelec yun. Namprel din yun.
Oo nga naman pala, no? Sino yung sa computer?
Mga ng mga RAM.
Welcome back. Mega star Sharon Cuneta has made it clear she is not pleased with Salvador Panelo's use of her hit song during his senatorial campaign. The former chief presidential legal counsel sang Sana'y Wala ng Wakas during Sara Duterte's event yesterday. Cuneta lashed back online, saying Panelo was not allowed to use the song. In a statement, the senatorial bed said he used the track to honor his late son with Down syndrome, adding that Viva Records gave him permission to use. In sports, Olympic pole vaulter EJ Obiena has been formally included in the Philippine Olympic Committee's roster for the Southeast Asian Games in May, but Obiena's place in the Vietnam event is still up in the air since PATAFA said its endorsement will depend on the result of their mediation process. The POC president said on Wednesday the World Athletics body has not confirmed if the committee's endorsement alone guarantees Obiena's participation. And volleyball fans can soon get tickets for the Week 2 of the FIVB Volleyball Nations League's matches right here at home. Passes go on sale April 18th. Tournaments will take place at the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City on June 14th to the 19th and June 21st to the 26th. After over 4 decades of cheering kids up on Sesame Street, Emilio Delgado, who played Fix-It shop owner Luis, died yesterday. He was 81 years old. Delgado held the record for longest-running role for a Mexican-American in a U.S. TV series. Now, for those planning to take a trip to Universal Studios Hollywood, get ready for a new section that looks like a video game come to life. The amusement park announced it will open Super Nintendo World by 2023. Based on its first installment, which is in Universal Studios Japan, we can expect rides and other attractions inspired by Mario Kart. And that is it for now. Join me again on News.ph at 7 p.m. I'm Pio Hontiveros for Newsnight, where we go above and beyond the headlines.
This program is brought to you by
A smile can tell you a lot about someone. It offers clues on what they're feeling, their general demeanor, and it can even tell you a lot about their overall health. For example, halitosis or bad breath can be a sign of poor oral hygiene or even more serious gum disease. The way we swallow our food, something we take for granted, can have an effect on the alignment of our teeth. This is why we need to give our oral health the best care possible, as it is a lifelong commitment. We'll talk about proper oral hygiene habits and procedures for good oral health on the program today. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and welcome to MedTalk Health Talk on CNN Philippines. Good oral health plays a part in how we look as well as how we feel. Now, our guests are here today to give us effective tips in keeping our teeth and gums strong and healthy. With us is Dr. Lucila Bernardo. She's a dentist from the Bernardo Dental Office. We're also joined by Dr. Maria Cristina Forres, who is an orthodontist from the Makati Medical Center. Now, today we're going to be talking about our teeth, which is one of the, if not part of our body. Now, just because our teeth are very strong doesn't mean na hindi dapat ito alagaan. Because in the Philippines, oral disease continues to be a serious public health issue. Now, the Department of Health reported that over 90% of Filipinos have tooth decay and over 70% have gum disease. I'll start the discussion with Dr. Bernardo. What do you think are some of the factors that nagko-contribute dito sa poor oral hygiene situation among Filipinos?
Number one, we have so many poor people in the country, especially here in the city, that rather than buying toothbrush and toothpaste, they would rather buy food that will be sufficient for their tummy. But comparing to those people in the faraway distances wherein they have a backyard gardening, you will notice, and I have noticed, that they have good teeth, even if they don't brush their teeth.
But we can't stress enough that oral health needs to be prioritized. What are some of the primary causes kaya ng tooth decay naman, Dr. Bernardo, which is common na nakikita natin sa mga bata?
The diet of the children here, especially in the rich people, they can eat anything they want. And then they don't really see to it that their children are brushing their teeth properly. So that's one reason why children now have more cavities than before.
But speaking of children, lately pediatricians nowadays are having a good professional relationship with dentists, especially when it comes to children and preventing early problems with their teeth. Dr. Flores, why is this so?
A lot of pediatricians are now aware to refer children as young as 1 year old to the dentist. Not because of the teeth, but we need to educate the parent also, especially if it's their first child, that the oral hygiene of the child is very important and to take care of the deciduous or baby teeth.
Maybe a lot of parents nowadays do not overly emphasize on the care of the baby teeth of their child because sa utak nila, Dr. Flores, mawawala din naman ito. What is the risk with this line of thinking?
I actually hear that very often. Baby teeth lang naman yan, hindi naman yan kailangan. It actually is very important because it serves as a guide for the eruption of the permanent teeth. So early on, you need to take care of the baby teeth so that you also have healthy positioning of the permanent teeth.
Now I'd like to address a common concern for a lot of individuals, and that is halitosis or bad breath. Ultimately, this affects a person's confidence and quality of life. Dr. Bernardo, what are some of the factors behind itong bad breath?
One is your health condition that can elicit in the mouth. And of course, poor oral hygiene, if you don't do proper brushing and flossing, and also the food you eat, like for example, garlic, that will be very strong. And even if you brush your teeth, it will elicit still in your breath.
Every person is unique. Your smile is a big part of the whole picture of what makes you special. But what is a normal smile? We hear of an overbite, an underbite, too much teeth showing, too much of the gum line showing, or not enough. Dr. Flores, can you explain to us what an ideal smile should look like?
An ideal smile is unique to each person. Basically, it should follow function first. The teeth should be able to chew the food that we eat or mastication. Secondly, it should look pleasant when you smile. One person cannot have the same smile as the other. So each dentist should individualize the smile for each person.
Dr. Bernardo, what should we know when it comes to brushing our teeth? Paano ba yung tamang paraan ng pagsipilyo? And is flossing just as important as brushing our teeth?
You have to floss your teeth very well so that the big chunk of food that are caught in between your teeth are removed first, and then you go to toothbrushing. And you have to use a soft bristle to avoid hurting your gum. Because brushing, especially at the back area, you have to close your mouth a little so you can really manage to clean the inside part and also the outside part near the cheek.
Now, when it comes to toothpaste, there are so many to choose from. Now, what is important though is that it has fluoride. Dr. Bernardo, tell us more about this because there's been some misconceptions about fluoride in the past. Is this one of the most important things to look for when it comes to toothpaste?
It really helps your enamel, no? But there are patients who are allergic to it. So you have to tell them also to check on what toothpaste they should use. I always recommend them, if they have allergies, to buy a small packet first or a small tube to try it, which one will help with them. Even if fluoride is very useful, but if they're allergic to it, then you have to tell them to stop it.
Maintaining your oral health is a lifelong commitment. When we return, we'll talk about common procedures done nowadays for healthy teeth and gums. You're watching MedTalk Health Talk, your partner in healthcare. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and welcome back to MedTalk Health Talk, where caring is our calling. We all know that good oral health can prevent cavities as well as gum disease, but it can also prevent more serious diseases, costly procedures, and of course, it keeps your smile bright. The key is understanding the benefits and the limitations of a certain procedure. Now, brushing as well as flossing your teeth is a sure way to keep your teeth clean, but it can't match the way your teeth will sparkle and shine after having your teeth cleaned at the dental office. Dr. Bernardo, how much cleaner can someone's teeth get with a teeth cleaning session at the dentist's chair?
We really see to it that all the plaque, especially under the gums, are completely removed. And we explain it also to the patient why we have to do it, because sometimes it's really painful, no? And sometimes we give anesthesia to do it well. And we always tell them to visit us more regularly, especially if they are plaque builder, at least every 3 months or 4 months rather than every 6 months.
Could you briefly describe to us what plaque is? Bakit ito masama at hindi ba ito natatanggal with regular toothbrushing?
Not really. No, they are hardening on the surface of the teeth caused by our food intake and the saliva. Some saliva are more acidic and they're easily formed plaque. And we really have to help patients to remove that.
Please explain to us what braces are basically. What's their purpose? How do they help in oral health care?
Braces basically are removable or fixed appliances that move your teeth if they are not functioning properly. So if you have overlapping teeth, it interferes with good gum health. So you're going to have to move the teeth with the use of fixed appliance, which are the brackets, or a removable appliance, which are retainers.
Dr. Flores, when a parent hears those 4 words, your child needs braces, many parents may get anxious because of the cost the procedure might entail. Are there any less costly alternatives to braces that are still as effective?
When a parent comes to the orthodontist, it's most of the time too late. They bring their child at 13 or 15 years old thinking that they need to have all the permanent teeth erupted already. Actually, it's best to bring them early, 7 years old or 8 years old, for an initial orthodontic screening. Because at that age, you can actually redirect bone growth. You can actually help the eruption of certain teeth, which will avoid costly fixed brackets.
Is having a perfect white smile the only purpose of getting veneers? What are some of the pros and cons to having this procedure done?
It is much cheaper than braces, no? Because we can straighten, and especially those discolored teeth that cannot be corrected by bleaching can be corrected with veneers. It's really beautiful once you're done, but you have to explain it very well to the patient, the ups and downs of veneer. Once you have the veneer, you cannot just bite like corn on the cob or munch on chicken bones, or things like that. And I always require them to wear a mouth guard.
Dr. Bernardo, when it comes to veneers, is there anything permanent done with the person who wants to get veneers? If several years down the road, they just feel na, okay, I don't want these veneers anymore, and they just remove it. Is that all that's needed?
No, it's impossible. Once you have the veneer, your teeth are already ruined because we shave off your enamel. At least we shave it like 1 millimeter, so you reduce the enamel. That's why you develop hypersensitivity to cold and even food that you take.
Now, another common procedure is teeth whitening. Dr. Flores, I'd like to ask you about this because teeth whitening can also be achieved with a visit to the dental office, but I'd like to compare and contrast this with those do-it-yourself kits that can be purchased online. Are there any risks to doing teeth whitening at home?
There are many brands in the market which use different materials. So varies actually based on the percentage of the whitening solution. So it's always best to consult your dentist. Never do it on your own.
How important is it that someone or a child who needs braces have it done with a truly qualified orthodontist?
You can't just put braces. So there was, I think, a trend recently wherein you buy your brackets online and then you put it on yourself. So you have to understand bone movement and tooth movement. you can't just put braces just because you feel like you can do it on your own. So you need to go to a qualified orthodontist for you to be able to achieve what you are looking for in a perfect smile.
Now, brushing your teeth and flossing daily are essential in keeping your teeth and gums clean and strong. And having procedures done by qualified health professionals can get that extra step. But it takes more to maintain your oral health. More on this when we return. Your health is our mission here on MedTalk Health Talk. We'll be right back. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and this is MedTalk Health Talk, your partner in healthcare. Today, we're talking about practical and effective ways to maintain proper oral hygiene, and as a result, avoid serious health issues and costly dental procedures. Now, we spoke about brushing our teeth and flossing daily to maintain oral health. But Dr. Bernardo, what are some other practical tips that you could give us in order to prevent oral problems in the future?
It's really necessary that you brush your teeth very well, but not only brushing, but you have really to use dental floss. And if you can avoid sweets, there are times that you're just so lazy, and after eating those sweets, it stagnates in between your teeth, and that's the cause why you develop cavities.
Bakit twice a year kailangan makita ang isang dentista?
Your dentist actually can catch starting cavities early. If they catch it early, it's such a minimal procedure. You don't need to undergo costly procedures in the long run. So if you see your dentist at least once or twice a year, you'll be assured that you'll be able to take care of your teeth properly.
When we're out and about, ano ba yung dapat nakasama sa toiletry kit or oral hygiene kit na essential?
Even if you travel, even if you're inside the airplane for 13 hours, you have to really floss and brush your teeth. So you have to carry that essentials, your toothpaste that you're not allergic with, your dental floss, and your toothbrush.
When it comes to braces now, a lot of people pretty much know that you have braces on or you're undergoing braces. And for some children during that stage in their life, this can be very awkward. Kumbaga, no? What's the latest technology when it comes to braces? Is it less visible now? What is used nowadays?
There are aligners, which are more or less new right now, but I would not recommend it for all cases. They're there for simple cases, but I would still recommend fixed brackets. But if you are thinking about braces, you would need to consult your orthodontist early on. So there are times wherein you can avoid having braces altogether.
How young can a person have their braces attached?
Normally, I have my patients see me around 7 or 8 years old just to be able to assess and look at their bone growth, but no fixed appliances yet. If necessary, I can redirect their bone growth to actually remove the need for the braces. But if it is necessary, then the braces come in around the later part of the teenager's life, and it usually lasts a very short time.
Now, Dr. Bernardo, I'd like to ask you, we've been talking about brushing our teeth for the show, but we've sort of neglected the gums a little bit. What are some symptoms that our viewers will be able to notice na kailangan nilang pa-check yung gums nila to prevent any form of gum disease?
You can develop gum disease, and that is swelling of the gums. You will notice also bleeding of the gums. So it is a coordination between the medical practitioner and the dentist to advise the patient to see us.
How are dentists nowadays adapting to the pandemic?
We provide so many new things in the office to be sure that they are safe when they enter our office. And we see to it that they also have been vaccinated and haven't visited any or have been in association with any patient with COVID.
Now, before we go, Dr. Forrest, do you have any advice, any tips for our viewers, especially those who are thinking of doing any procedures such as braces, teeth whitening, or even veneers?
My tip is don't be afraid of your dentist. if you go to the dentist early, we can avoid a lot of the painful procedures and a lot of the costly procedures. If you have children, bring them in early. So at least they are already accustomed to seeing the dentist on a regular basis for their cleaning.
And Dr. Bernardo, do you have any tips or advice for the viewers, especially when it comes to oral health, teeth care?
I would advise them to visit us regularly, depending if you are a healthy person or a sick person. Sick person needs more visit, but healthy person needs at least twice a year to see to it that their gums are well and their teeth are stable.
Remember, keeping your mouth clean affects more than just your teeth and gums. Reduce your risk of cavities, gum disease, and other problems by taking the time every day to care for your oral health. Thank you, Dr. Lucila Bernardo and Dr. Cristina Flores, for being with us today and sharing your tips and insights. I'm Dr. Freddy Gomez, and thank you for watching MedTalk Health Talk. We'll see you again next time.
on radio. DZKI-IRIGA welcomes CNN Philippines to bring you the latest news you can use, news you can trust. Listen to Newsnight, weekdays, 6 p.m.
We now go above and beyond the headlines.
Followed by MedTalk Health Talk.
We'll talk about how to keep ourselves healthy during the pandemic.
Politics as usual.
In this country, not everything really goes according to plan, and politics is, as usual,
Up close and more. Catch CNN Philippines Hour on DZKI-IRIGA. Weekdays, 6 to 7 p.m.
Sa pagpili ng liderato, laging tatandaan, dapat nasa kanya lahat ng katangian na maka-Pilipinas, taong may respeto sa buhay at pamilya, makabuluhan at matinoong pamumuhay. Siya yung makapagtataguyod ng kabutihang panlahat, di mangiiwan, makakasama ang lahat. Malinaw ang pananaw sa makabagong bukas, makatwiran at patas pakisama, at higit sa lahat, maka-Diyos siya dapat. Sa pagpili ng liderato, laging tatandaan, dapat nasa kanya lahat ng katangian, maka-Pilipinas, maka-Pilipinas.
Gabayan ng Pilipinong bumoto ng responsable. Yan naman ang aming
Panatang Maka-Pilipinas. Iboboto ko, Maka-Pilipinas.
Makabayan sa lupang sinilangan.
Makataot may respeto sa buhay at pamilya.
Siya ay makatwiran at patas makisama.
Masigasig tumulong makaahon ang bawat isa.
Makatarungan, makalingat, maalalahanin sa kapwa.
Makakasama ang lahat, siya'y di mangiiwan. Siya ay makapagtataguyod ng kabutihang panlahat.
Siya ay makabatas.
Siya ay makatotoo.
Siya ay may malinaw na pananaw para sa makabagong bukas.
Higit sa lahat, siya ay maka-Diyos.
Kaya't ayaw niya ng karahasan, siya'y makakapayapaan.
Iboboto ko ang isang tao na makakalayaan.
Isang leader na makakalikasan.
Isang Pilipinong makabuluhan at matino ang pamumuhay.
Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa.
Gabayan ang Pilipinong bumoto ng responsable. Yan naman ang aming panata sa PPCRV.
CNN Philippines Hour sa RPN-DZKI-IRIGA alas 6 hasta alas 7 ng manggi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. CNN Philippines Hour.
Ay, Insyo, madya daw digdi. Kaki-aki mo pa nag-aadal ka ng magkweting. Lo, grabe ka man. Para ko nagkakawat ni Weting na. At tumagay ding bigbirik-birik ko. 13, 32, 13, 32, 13, 32. Ang DZKI. Yung pala dyan. At ang DZKI, uno ka. At ang Weting naman. Ay, iyo pala diyan ang sinasabi mo.
No problem.
Aw, iyo ba kain nung diyan digdi sa iriga, DZKI-IRIGA. Kunyan, radyo, ronda. Anong kunya? Ay, lo, ako na music, ako na music. May balita na, may music pa. Aw, iyo, abeta. Biri ka na, ta AM agkuman palan music.
Simply the best.
Ala, kusog-kusog ka. Sige, makusog ka. Amo talaga, agko na music. 13, 32, 13, 32. Ay, nako. Pwede man, ano? Minsong, pwede. Sabi ko na sa'yo mo, lo. Ika kaya, witing ka, witing. Puro ka witing.